Welcome back to MMA Unleashed, where fight fans get the real stories, raw drama, and all the latest news from the octagon and beyond.
Dana White made some big fight announcements for UFC 323 last night. Merab Dvalishvili versus Pota. January 2nd will headline the card. This will be Merab's fourth title defense this year. Merab was on the Ariel Helwani show yesterday when the news broke. So this is very exciting, Merab. But as we sit here right now, breaking news because Dana White just went on Instagram. They're telling me in my ear, and he just announced that you are the main event of Let's Dance, my friend. Let's dance. Yeah, how do we do it? How do we do it? God is the champion of the world. UFC 33. Yeah, there he is. Yes, that's the pride of Georgia, the pride of the bantamweight division. Alessandro Pantoja will defend the flyweight belt against Joshua Vaughn in the co-main event. On Instagram, Pantoja said, "Next fight confirmed. I'm counting on your support on December 6th in Las Vegas at UFC 323. Let's go for it." Joshua Vaughn posted this on X. He said, "It's time to write history." Janlovic is set to face Bogdan Guskov. John said, "What upcoming next? Hashtag legendary Polish power." See you in Las Vegas, December 6th. And we also have Henry Cejudo versus Piton Talbot on the card. Henry is looking to rebound from his current 3-8 losing streak. He recently stated that he believes this will be his last fight if he gets the W. Will your next fight be your last fight? Yeah, man. My next fight's my last fight. I got a lot going on, man, in my life. I have my kids, my podcast, business. I don't want my kids to get to the age where they know that daddy's fighting. He does that for a living. I was there when Kamar got knocked out. And I remember looking to my right, seeing his daughter just freaking cry. I was like, oh, like I'm out. I've set myself up pretty good to where I want it to be my last. Or maybe music. You never know what Triple C is unpredictable. I got to get a W, man. But we'll see. Henry Cejudo had an awkward moment on Rampage Jackson's stream last night. He went up to Rampage and started to whisper to him about a girl without realizing Rampage was live. Look at that. Right in front of you, huh? No, in front of you, like behind you. Yeah, to the side. Let me see. You gotta see it though. Oh yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh, that one. I gotta tell you, you didn't know I'm live streaming. Number. What the man. We live. I thought you knew. We've been live the whole time. Really? Yeah, I'm a streamer now. I'm not a fighter no more. Alex Bay believes John Jones is willing to fight him. They are both currently 38 years old, and Alex wants to make the fight happen sooner than later. In a recent Q&A, Alex said, "I don't think so," because that's something he said in interviews he wants. I think he's on a certain age that's a little elevated for the sport, like mine, and we don't have time to waste. I think he will be sincere if he's interested or not. This is MMA. Those who know my work. I always say in my interviews that you either lose or win, but I'll do my best and prepare myself well to come out with the victory. Results and records are not on my control. Sometimes we do things, and people who have to validate that don't do it. I'll only do my job, and if they think I'm the best, or number 2, or in last place, that's not in my control. Luke Rockhold seems to have changed his mind on Alex Bita. Just a few years ago, Luke said he would quote-unquote kill Alex within 10 seconds on the ground. Pray like any day with prayer. If I give me 10 seconds on the ground, I'll kill that mother. Luke sat down for an interview with TMZ Sports this week. He said, "I used to hate on Alex Bita, but motherfucker's a gangster. It's all about confidence. It's all about balls. He has it. Heing has it. I'm not going to lie. I can't hate on the motherfucker anymore. He's one of the GOATs. B carries the same mindset every time. He doesn't have a ground game, but the got balls. No more hate, Alex. God bless. You're a gangster. He's one of the best champs of all time. Honestly, it's impressive." Yuri Prohaska felt like something was off with Magometal leading up to UFC 320, where he was knocked out by Alex Bia and lost the light heavyweight title. After the loss, it was revealed that Ankalaev fought with a rib injury. Speaking to MMAfighting.com, Yuri said in the PI, "I didn't see him train too much. I saw him before the fight. When I saw him, He's catching himself back. Little step back, little step back. Then I saw like He-Man, he's not right. Something is wrong. He was so careful, not like last time. He's going forward, up and down, changing levels, self-confident. He was a totally different person there. Hunter Campbell has announced that Sean Brady will take on Michael Morales at UFC 322. On a recent episode of his podcast, Brady explained why he chose to accept the fight despite him being ranked number 2 in the welterweight division, while Morales sits at number 8. Whether I fight him now or I fight him later, I'm going to have to get to him eventually. So I'll get him out of the way now. Coming off beating Leon, and then I go and I take this risk of fighting this young up-and-comer. Once I beat him, I'm undeniable for the title shot after that. And that's what I'm just going to prove to do. I'm just going to become undeniable until they have to give me the title shot. And yeah, I'm not waiting around, bro. So like, I'm not trying to sit here. There's no perfect matchup in the UFC. Everyone's tough. Everyone hits hard. We're the best fighters in the world. So you gotta be ready to fight any of them. And this is what they came with. And I said, yeah, does it make you are there? So you have no hard feelings about how this all played out. Going from fighting the number 1 to now just having to fight back. It doesn't matter. No, because at the end of the day, the UFC doesn't give a about the rankings. They make the decisions at the end of the day. I go out there and I beat Michael Morales after just beating Leon. They can't keep denying me a title shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, they make the fights. The rankings don't make the fights. The fans don't make the fights. The UFC makes the fights. So, I keep going out there. I keep being undeniable. You're going to have to give me what I want regardless. And if not, I'm a fighter. I get paid to fight. I love to fight. So, I'm just going to keep fighting until I get there anyway. Reinhard Day Ritter and Brendan Allen face off for the first time. They are set to fight this weekend at UFC Vancouver. You got it. At UFC Rio over the weekend, Jose Aldo announced his retirement again. Daniel Cormier says he's done with Aldo's retirement ceremonies, and if he does it again at UFC Sao Paulo, he'll throw something at his TV. Let me say this as a massive fan of Jose Aldo Jr. That is me laying down a foundation for my love for Aldo. I'm over it like that. Just this. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. Jail at the Hall of Fame when he retired. I was emotional. I was emotional watching him hear his song run, this time by Rihanna, and he was like, oh, this is so good. Going into the Hall of Fame. The stress of all this career is done. I've got money. I've got this. I was like, yes, for this guy, he didn't get out clean because nobody does. But he got out in a way where his legacy is intact. He's still got all of his facilities. Or at least it feels that way. And he goes and fights again. Then he walks out in Brazil. He comes out run this town. It's very emotional. Chill, let me tell you something. I can't get emotional for someone multiple times like that, over and over again. So, I'm done with it. Chill. Jose, I just want you to be done. If you done, you're done. Jose, please, I can't watch you. If he walks out in Sao Paulo, if they go to Sao Paulo, and he does a retirement ceremony again, where he goes and puts his gloves, I'm throwing something into my TV. I can't do it again, Jill. I can only do that once. I can only do it once or twice. That's it. I can't do it no more, Joe. It was awesome. Happy got that moment, Chill, but please, let's be done with the retirement. Am I wrong? I co-signed that statement. We can move on. We can move on right now. Islam Makhachev was surprised by how tall a recent visitor was at his gym. Laughter back for 5 people, bro. Alja Sterling explains why he believes Merab's resume has surpassed Khabib's. Khabib is considered one of the greatest lightweights of all time. But he also has so much infrequencies where you're not competing all the time against the best guys. And when you're not doing that, it's hard for me to go, well, you're definitely by far the best guy if you never took many chances or risk. Bahram's basically had the same title run Khabib had condensed into a year. How can anyone dispute that? Arguably more impressive performances. I don't think anyone could dispute that. Yeah, Morav's double could be even all-time takedowns in his career, and the amount of time he's taken to do it. Yeah, and Kib did get injured. So, I'm being fair. I know he's had injuries, but still, no, it's Tiramis, the whole, the debacle, never having a problem with weight or anything. It's one guy was be able to fight more frequently, even though Merab is an anomaly. Not everyone fights as often as he does, but at the end of the day, that counts. That should count in his favor. So yeah, I guess if you're making the Mount Rushmore argument for Merab, you could say that. Like, well, Khabib's on the Mount Rushmore, and Merab's basically had an almost identical, if not better, title run to Khabib. Yeah, it's like if I fought 4 title defenses in over 3 years, and one guy did it in 1. Like, there's no way I could dispute the guy who put his body on the line day in and day out in 1 year, or even a year and a half. Yeah, that guy gets more props because I know what it takes. So, I'm talking from a fighter's perspective. I know what's more impressive. I know it's a lot easier to sit on the sideline, recover, take your time, and come back when you're ready, versus having to be in there and constantly pushing yourself, where you're never really giving yourself a chance and a break to get better and develop skills and then relax your body and recover, versus all these guys who are gunning for you. And it's a catch-22. It's like damned if you do, damned if you don't. Like even Sanhagen, he fought him Figueroa when Figgy, and then he came back for this fight. And that's the best anti-grappling he's shown. I mean, the Umar fight, he got taken down multiple times, but his defense was to roll. Now he was actually able to stand up and fight hands. Yeah, that's a big improvement versus just getting taken down. You have to take the chance of, let me just roll and see what happens, and then you can't really get the fight going, because you're just playing roly-poly on the ground. Max Holloway is not on the same page as Tom Aspinall. Earlier this week, Tom stated that he'd be willing to vacate the heavyweight title before fighting his friend Ante Dea. Delia just made his UFC debut last month and defeated Marcin Tybura via knockout in the first round. So, my friend and training partner has just got to the UFC. He just got his first I saw win, and now he's in the top 10, which is like to get your first win and like you just beat a guy in the top 10. Oh, sick. So, like, he's potentially like 2 or 3 wins away from like a title shot. How would this go? So, the thing is, if I'd never won a title, I'd never touched gold before. I was like, we would have to fight, because that's my dream. Yeah, but now I've done it. I would be like, I'll vacate it, and he can have his time. Fair. Really? I wouldn't fight him. No chance. No chance. Number, props. He's one of like my genuine friends. I would never, like, there's some stuff to me that's like more important than like money and titles. Like, say I've won the title. I've done that. And I've got a few more in me before he's going to be up there anyway. So, but right now, I've done it. I've still got more to do. But I can do that more in the time that he get when he's there. I'm happy to fair play, man. That's an incredible. I don't think you understand. That's an incredible statement, bro. Max Holloway reacted to that clip on a recent live stream. He says he'd absolutely fight his friend, especially if there's millions of dollars on the line. If you got any, bro, hey, no hard feelings, dog. You working off of that, dog? Who am I to say we were not going to fight? Let's go make this money together, brother. And go out to dinner, have a drink together after. Like, it is what it is, bro. Yeah, bro, we'd beat brother. Bison Jarrett is here. We'd beat each other in the gym for free. You telling me that now there's millions of dollars on the line? We're not gonna do that. Rampage Jackson had another man confront him about his son Raj on stream, and it got heated once again. Me, bro, have some respect. It's my son, bro. Hey, I'm not stupid, bro. Leave me the alone, bro. I'm doing something else, bro. Leave me the alone, please. Leave me the alone, bro. Hey, get out of my face. Please. Respectfully. Get out of my, this is my face. I have no hate for New York, and neither do music. And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. For daily MMA news and content, subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post videos.